Hi friends, Evolving guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for following along with our collection journey. This is a Fun Friday video and we are doing an update on our Destined Rivals Master Set. And in part because I finally received my VaultX Destined Rivals binder. So I want to show off the binder and look through where we're at as far as the master set goes. And then we have some packs we're going to open to see if we can pull anything else that we need. So first I wanted to just show you the box that it comes in. I'm trying to do this with one hand here. But you can see here, it's a really nice box. And they do, in the past with Destined Rivals, they just do a drop. If you're you can sign up for their email list and then you get advance notice when they're going to do a drop. It's usually in the morning. And then you make your order. The pre-orders for these, it usually comes out a month or two after the set releases. Like I just got my Destined Rivals binder a week or so ago, and you can see that we're already into the new set Black Bolt and White Flare. And so this isn't available upon release, but it's still such a nice binder. It's really nice to have. And so that's the box, and I'm going to set that aside. And then here's the binder itself. You can see they always theme it with the colors of the set. So you can see it's got that VaultX embossing. It's got that really nice stitching. And then what is really cool about it, again, what I really like is it's got that SV10. So this is Scarlet and Violet. It's main series set number 10. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to open it up and we're going to first take a look at where we're at in the set. And you can see, I think it will have a first edition. If you can see it there, 2025, which is very cool. So yeah, these are just super nice. This is kind of a velvety feel. It's got the zipper all the way around, which is really helpful. And then, of course, it has the pages to put in your set. And so this is going to be just our reveal of where we're at. We haven't purchased a lot of singles on Destined Rivals so far, in part because I just want to wait until single prices stabilize. As you know, if you follow the hobby, is like you definitely want to wait at least a few weeks and ideally even longer for prices of singles to stabilize. So for me, I like to open stuff, open products in those first weeks after release if I can get my hands on them. And then from there, we can kind of work our way into buying singles. And so for me, I put the regular card in a card sleeve and then slide it in here. And then if I have the reverse holo, for me, a master set does include all the reverse holos. And so then I'll just put the reverse holo in the same penny sleeve, except in cases where it's the holo rare. If it's the holo rare card and there's the reverse holo variant, then I'll put that in a separate sleeve just because I don't want something rubbing against the holo foil pattern. But for the regular cards where there's no holo foil present, I don't mind personally putting the reverse holo just in the same sleeve. So you can see here, so I have, both of them go. Some people put the regular variant and then the reverse holo variant like next to each other. Some people like the 4 across. To be able to do that, you can do, pair them, although that doesn't always work because like the double rares don't have reverse holo variants. There's only one version of that card, for example. So anyway, you can do it how you like. I'm just showing you how I do it. Now, of course, like, we have most of the reverse holos. I haven't counted how many we're missing, but those I've just been adding as we pull them. I mean, it's nice that each pack contains 2 reverse holo cards, unless there's something in one of the reverse holo slots. But in general, it's pretty easy to amass. Most of the reverse holos, there's always, in our experience, after a few months of opening packs, there's always going to be a handful that you don't pull. And so the nice thing is that most of them are not that expensive, 20 to 30 cents, maybe at most. And then some of them, a few of them are more than that. But most of them aren't too bad. So there's usually a point a month or two after set release. I haven't done it with Destined Rivals yet, where I will just go ahead and work through TCG Player and order all of the remaining reverse holos that I do not have yet. And so we're doing fine. We have everything in the main series set, as you can see. I mean, we have all the commons, all the uncommons. We have all the regular rares, also known as the holo rares. We also have all of the double rares. And so it's really nice to see these completed pages. I think that is a good feeling. Of course, like none of these cards are particularly valuable, so it's not like it's a huge accomplishment in that respect, but it's still just, it's nice to have some low-hanging fruit, right? It's nice to have some pages that you can fill up. So we've done a pretty good job there. Again, we're missing a handful of reverse holos, but those I will add probably pretty soon here now. It just is about taking the time to sit down. I mean, the nice thing is that all the reverse holos we have left are probably going to be 10 or 15 or 20 bucks all together, so it's not that difficult to just like add those in. So we're getting toward the end here. At least we're getting into the trainer cards. Trainer reverses sometimes can be a little bit more depending on if it's a playable card. I think it looks like we have all the trainer reverses there. I think we are missing a few. Yeah, we're missing a few reverse trainers. So that gets us through the 182 cards of the main series set, and then you first get into the illustration rares. As you can see, we do have some illustration rares. Again, we haven't purchased too many. These are ones that we've pulled. Apologize for the glare here. We have pulled a few decent ones. There are some chase illustration rares in this set, so they're not all going to be easy to purchase, but I think most of the time, over time, the illustration rares in most sets, most of them come down to be less than $10 for sure. Some of them even are less than $5. And then we get into the ultra rares. This is our first ultra rare. We've actually pulled like 3 of these, I think, so for some reason we are having luck with that one. Ultra rares also, I mean, those are even, generally speaking, in the modern Pokemon hobby, card collecting hobby, these ultra rares tend to be even less sort of valuable monetarily. Now there are, with this set, Destined Rivals, because you have some of these like double ones with the trainer and the Pokemon, these ones tend to be a little bit more valuable. We also have a couple of those over here. We've got the one down here. So those ones are a little bit more valuable, but nothing super crazy. And then you also have the full art trainers like Giovanni here. So, and then we get into the SIRs. That's, of course, where most of the time you're kind of at the end of the day. Once you fill the rest of the set, you're just waiting for the SIRs. We have pulled this Yanmega EX actually twice, so we do have the Yanmega EX SIR. Not one of the more valuable ones, but any SIR is good for us. The most valuable one we've pulled is this Ethan's Ho-Oh. We pulled that early on, I think, in one of our very first openings, but that still has remained one of the more valuable cards in the set. Not the most valuable, and I haven't checked prices recently, but I feel like this is maybe in the top 2 or 3 SIRs. And then we also pulled this SIR. So we've pulled 3 SIRs, which, again, you get those once every about 2 booster boxes, so I'm not complaining about that. It would have been nice to pull, all of the more expensive cards, but we just didn't. So you can see this is where a lot of the gaps are in the SIR area. And then we've got one hyper rare, the Jamming Tower. The hyper rares or the gold cards. Those tend to not be the more valuable cards in the set. They're usually a little bit more than the illustration rares, but not anywhere near as much as the SIRs. And then, like I said, sometimes there are products with reprints of cards in the set that end up in like collection boxes and other things. And so if I have a card that's not a Black Star promo, but it is a promotional variant of one of the cards in the set, I'll just toss it here in the back of the binder so you can see. I don't worry about, there's no sort of master set purpose here, just like, if I have one. If I have duplicates, if I open, more than one Cynthia's Garchomp box and I had duplicates of these, I would just move those along. But I do at least keep the one. And then that takes us to the end. So that is our unveil of our binder for Scarlet and Violet Destined Rivals main series set number 10. So I'm going to set my tripod down here, and then we are going to get into opening some Destined Rivals packs to see if we can pull anything to add to our binder. So the way I've done it, what has been easiest for me to find just in the wild are these sleeved booster packs. And so that's what we're going to open. I've got 3 of each variant. I've got here the 3 of these guys, 3 of Team Rocket, 3 of Ethan. So we're going to maybe just we'll do a little competition. We'll see which of these has the best pulls. So I've got them kind of arranged. You can't see, I've got them arranged here in 4. So we'll keep track of like what we're pulling from each one. I'll try to do that. Sometimes I lose track when I'm trying to talk and open at the same time. But we have 12 packs we're going to open. Of course, chances are not amazing. I mean, you would expect out of 12 packs, we would pull 1 illustration rare, 1 ultra rare, maybe 2 double rares, and then if we pulled a hyper rare or an SAR, that would be kind of bonus from there. So out of these 12 packs, we'll kind of see how we do. But of course, we've had good luck before. So we'll start over here with Ethan. We're going to rip off the top. So some of these packs came from Family Dollars. If you watch some of my older videos, I did some card hunting in rural America after Destined Rivals came out, and I don't have Family Dollars where I live. So we'll pull these. So we're not gonna, we have all the, as you saw with our master set, these commons and uncommons. Trainer cards are helpful. I package them in 4s and then resell them on eBay. So the commons and uncommons are bulk cards that I just, hey, I think we need this one. Team Rocket's Moltres EX. Let's see the number. See if I can get it to focus. 208. I've got my list just here off to the side. Yeah, 208, we need this card. So on our very first pack, we pulled a card that we need for our master set. And that's very cool. These cards there are some great cards in Destined Rivals. I can see why it's such a popular set, and that is a win for Ethan's Ho-Oh as well. There's the code card. So Ethan is definitely off to a strong start in the first pack. So we'll move on to Giovanni. Oh. Sometimes, I don't know, how do you open these? Sometimes the packs get a little pushed up in these. I don't know if you rip off the top like I do, or if you try to pull the back apart. All right, so we've had one pack, and we have not only one hit, that's an ultra rare, but it's actually a hit that we need, so that's pretty awesome. So again, the commons and uncommons I put together in homemade packs that I resell locally, so that's a way to move bulk along. Okay, nothing in that spot, and oh, there is something. Oh, an Arboliva EX, and I think we need this one as well, number 207. I'll look on my list. Yeah, we need this. Wow, we're so lucky. Now this one probably is a little less coveted, although I really love, you know, ultra rares. I can understand if it's not everyone's cup of tea, but there's that, there's that. All right, we've done super well. I mean, I wouldn't expect out of 12 packs that we would get any cards that we need from the list, and we've already pulled 2, so I think we're already doing super well. I'm going to back up just a tiny bit here to give a little more room. You can't see the Team Rocket's Moltres EX that we pulled. It's just off to the side. I just am using my phone, and it's not a very wide angle. I have thoughts about, you know, upping my game as far as tech goes, but I also tell myself this is just for fun. I'm not a professional. And so I'm just doing my best to share my love of the hobby and my collection journey with you guys. And so I hope you enjoy it and maybe love the lo-fi, low-tech nature of it. But that's not to say that someday I won't get my act together to maybe improve things a little bit. But anyway, all right, nothing there. Team Rocket's Wobbuffet, regular rare, and there's your code. So Cynthia, that was our Cynthia pack, our first Cynthia pack. Cynthia is the first pack where we haven't pulled a hit, not only a hit, but something that fits in our master set. So that's pretty good. We're off to a great start. Now we're on to Team Rocket. So we'll see if we pull anything from Team Rocket. Again, we have 12 packs we're going to open. I am going through them, I guess, card by card. But none of these cards are going to fit with our master set. Oh, nope. I thought something was sticking. Team Rocket's Hypno. I mean, one good thing about this opening, too, so nothing in that pack. But one good thing about this opening is, again, we are missing some reverse holo cards, so it does give us a chance to pull a few more of the ones that we need. Now, again, they're not going to be that expensive to pick up when it does come time to pick up the handful that we still need. But yeah, after the video, maybe I'll do this someday for a video where I will just show you kind of how I process cards, how I sort them. But yeah, it's kind of half the fun is like not just the, I mean, opening is fun, of course, but then half the fun is just like processing the cards. Oh, I thought there may have been something hanging in there. Nothing, just a regular double rare there. All right, so Cynthia was off to a super strong start, or sorry, that was Ethan, but nothing in that second pack. So we're on to Giovanni's second pack. Again, Giovanni also netted us our ultra rare that we needed. We haven't had any other hits, but again, we've already had 2 hits that are better than a double rare, and both hits we actually need for our master set, so our master set is 2 cards closer to coming together. I am planning to do some card hunting soon where I look for some of the singles for this set that we need. Of course, you can just go online and order them, which is very, you know, makes total sense. I usually order off of TCG Player. Even though I sell on eBay, whoops, there we go. I order on TCG Player for my Pokemon stuff. But I do like to find stuff locally. It's just part of the fun is just to see. I mean, of course, you know, there's something not quite as exciting if you can just buy whatever card you need online versus going out to my local card stores. I have a handful of local card stores that do sell single cards, so it's just fun to show up and see what's in the case or see what's in their boxes. And you know, when you're hunting to complete a master set, to see if some of the cards that we need Oh, hey, nice. Ultra rare again. 226 Team Rockets Petrol. And we need this. Nice. We've pulled 3 cards that we need, all 3 ultra rares, which is great. I mean, nothing, again, not like crazy value in these 3 cards, but I mean, they're cards that we won't have to buy. So yeah, that is really awesome. So we've pulled 3 ultra rares and 1 from each type of pack. So it's kind of a tie. At this point, you've got the 3 ultra rares. You would have to decide like which ultra rare is maybe one of them a little more coveted or more valuable. I'm guessing the Team Rockets Moltres EX is probably the one that's, of the 3 we've pulled, is probably the one that's most valuable. So now we're on to Team Rocket. So Team Rocket is the only design that has not netted us. And a Blaziken. All right, so Team Rocket is 0 for 2, but all the other 3, you can see, we'll do a quick survey. So we've got Ethan's Ho-Oh has netted us the Team Rocket's Moltres EX Ultra Rare. Giovanni and Mewtwo have netted us the Arboliva EX Ultra Rare. Cynthia Garchomp have netted us the Team Rocket's Petrol Ultra Rare. And Team Rocket, nothing. All right, so this is our last time through. We've got 3 more packs to open, so we're going to see, can we pull anything good? I mean, we've only had 3 hits. All 3 of them are needed for the master set. What are the chances? Probably pretty unlikely. And so, yeah, and 3 ultra rares. It's kind of funny. We've had 3 ultra rares and no double rares as a hit too. You would expect double rares. I mean, ultra rares, really, you should expect 1 in about every 12 packs. So we wouldn't expect 3 ultra rares out of... Oh, there's our first double rare, Steven's Metagross EX. And we have all the double rares, but it's just nice to have a hit. So we'll add that. And Cynthia, that helps Cynthia, or sorry, I keep saying Cynthia, that helps Ethan. So Ethan now is in the lead for sure. Ethan has the best double rare we've pulled, or sorry, the best ultra rare we've pulled, and also now the only double rare. So it's 2 hits out of 3 packs. So I think Ethan, we can slide these over. All right, so now we're on to Giovanni and Mewtwo. We're going to see if they can equalize. If we get a hit in here, you guys can be the judge of like what in the end, especially if we get a hit out of here, you can decide, unless it's just a super crazy obvious hit. But if we pull, sorry, there we go. We're back in focus. Maybe my phone is getting tired. Shroomish, all right, nothing there. Oh, and nothing there. All right, so it seems like, all right, Ethan is ahead. Team Rocket is probably out. Now we've got our last Cynthia. So can we pull anything from Cynthia? Cynthia also has a chance here. She and Garchomp have netted us an ultra rare that we needed for the set. I don't know. Yeah, sorry, it's getting... Maybe when it gets tired or the storage gets low, it starts having trouble focusing. So we'll blast through these. All right, here we go. Team Rocket's Hypno, Blaziken. All right. All right, nothing for that. So it seems like it's all down to this. They don't have any hits yet, Team Rocket. So that's what we've pulled so far. I think Ethan, Giovanni, Cynthia, and now it's going to take a big hit. A hyper rare or an SAR would probably do it. You can tell me. We'll see if we have any last pack magic. If we pull something good from this, you can tell me if you think it's enough to win. So which set, which pack art is going to win today? Thanks for following along. It's fun. We're going to start probably zeroing in on our Destined Rivals Master Set now a little bit more. We've been working on Black Bolt and White Flare just from opening, but it's too early to buy singles. All right, here we go. Ugh, nothing there and nothing there. All right, it seems like Ethan is our winner with these 2 cards. All right, thanks for following along. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in a new video really soon.